What's up? Cheap beer for you to drink. This is going to be a fun week, isn't it? Wow. So I asked for your help in the comments, and you guys delivered. Thank you so much just for the support of this channel. Absolutely crazy. Big shout out to Zach, who told me that there is a new Natural Light seltzer flavor that we're going to get to this week. I found a new Yingling flavor I didn't know about, which kind of looks like it's going to be like Michelob Ultra. We'll get to that. All this I found at Party Source in Cincinnati. We also got a new Bud Light Lemonade, which I think is different from their Bud Light Lemonade Radler. We'll find out. And also, big shout out to Richard in the comments, who said, hey, there's a new Keystone that you should keep an eye out for. Keystone Light, Keylightful. And that's what this video is all about. It's a raspberry and lime beer. Kinda sounds like Natterdays. Natural Light, the budget brand, making a fruity flavored beer, strawberry lemonade, Natterdays. And it's got the fun name, Natterdays, Keylightful. What a fun name. Raspberry lime beer. I'll tell you about it. It's 125 calories, 10 grams of carbs, 4.1% alcohol. Let's try it. Before we get started, just want to take a moment to talk about the tragedy that happened in Milwaukee at the Molson Coors Brewing Company. 5 people lost their lives, 5 of the victims. And just a senseless tragedy, and it just makes you stop and thank those that, that make this all possible. We wouldn't have all these great beers without the people that actually work in the breweries, and that's just a terrible tragedy. And I don't know if they make Keystone at that facility, but nonetheless, just awful circumstances. That was less than a week ago, and just wanted to take a moment and say that. Let's get to it. This is the Keystone Light, the regular old Keystone Light, which we have talked about in the channel. Haven't tried it on the channel. It is a light beer that is also pretty light in color. And the more I drink it, the more I like it. It's dirt cheap. I see like 24 packs for $9.99, I believe. I don't think I'm making that up. And I always see it, and I'm like, dang, I should get those. And I finally did. And what a great time, because I had no idea. Like I said, shout out to Richard once again, who told me that this was coming out. And let's try the Keystone Light. Also, I said in the last video, if I drink 2 or more of these, I get a headache. And that happens with Natural Light too. And I saw that in the comments too. So I don't know what it is about these super cheap beers. I guess I'm just not drinking enough water with them. But if I have more than one, it just gives me a nasty headache. But Keystone Lights is pretty great. I like it. It's an easy drinking light beer. Can't go wrong with it. And it's super cheap. Cheap beer for you to drink. We love the cheap beers. So Keystone Light has really grown on me. Now let's try this one. The Keystone Light Keylightful. It's just a strange name. Hard to remember. Ooh, okay. So I went to, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet. I went to Party Source in Cincinnati and found all of these. I was hoping to find one. Because I had heard about the Keylightful and I heard about the Natural Light. Again, these are all going to get their own videos very soon, probably all within the next couple days. But these two were a surprise. These two I was hoping to find. I couldn't believe they had all this. So it was just good timing. Looks exactly the same. I was expecting some different color, but that looks exactly the same as Keystone. It's not a very, you can tell it's fruity by the smell. But it's not as nice and fresh as the seltzers that we've been doing on the channel lately. So let's try it. Keylightful. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. I keep wanting to say Keystone. Keylightful. Raspberry lime beer. Not cherry lime like the seltzers. Raspberry lime. Okay, so it's fair to compare this to Natterdays. Natterday is one of my favorite cheap beers. I don't know how I feel about this. The Natterdays I loved at the first sip. This is a little different. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting a little better. But it's good, and it's barely there. The raspberry lime taste, I mean, it's there. It's not overpowering at all. I think I've been drinking too many seltzers. I think that's my problem, is that this still tastes like a beer. Just beer with a little extra fruit flavor in it, and it's pretty good. I don't know. I was definitely expecting more. But this isn't bad. It was $9 for a 12-pack. And then I could have got 30 of them for 18, I think, at Party Source. Kind of glad I didn't. They're not as good as I was hoping they would be. But not bad. I'm trying to think of what I can compare this to. But definitely not as fruity as a seltzer. I guess that's all I can say. Not bad. Probably a little better ice cold. I just got these not too long ago, so they're cold. They're chilled, but they're not super cold. That's it. Keylightful. It's okay. Natterdays is better. But this is pretty good. I wonder if there's anything else on the can I can tell you about. Nope, no ingredients or anything on here. I'm sure they're online somewhere, but it's got the cool dog on it. And it's got are those the Coors Mountains in the background? On the box, it's a little easier to see, but there are some mountains in the shades of that cool dog. And they kind of look like the Coors Light mountains. And they tell you, they're not scared to say it's made by Coors. It's got Coors Brewing Company right there on the box. So I think they're looking for fans of Coors Light to try this. The Keystone Light. Keylightful Raspberry Lime Beer. It's okay. If you see it, it might be worth a try. It's still pretty cheap, but the Keystones by themselves are a little bit cheaper. I think it's like $6.99 or something like that for a 12-pack. These were $8.99, but prices fluctuate no matter where you are. So, yeah, I'm definitely glad I was able to find it. Glad we got to do this, and that just makes me more excited to try these ones. Let me know in the comments which ones you want to see first. But I'll try to knock them out as quickly as possible. And if you see anything else that is new that you want me to try, or maybe something that's not new. Maybe you want me to try a classic light beer or classic beer of any sorts, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for all the support here on the channel. And you guys make it all worth it. So thanks for watching. This is Cheap Beer for you to drink. We'll be back very soon. And I'm super excited to try these strawberry kiwi seltzers.